Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm guessing a lot of us are aware of the Black Dahlia murder or the death of Black Dahlia, and her real name is Elizabeth Short, and I just kind of want to tell my 2 cents, you could say, on why it's like an unsolved kind of mystery, like why it's an unsolved murder. Because like on January 15th of 1947, the body of 22 Elizabeth Short, also known as the Black Dahlia, was found on block of 3800 South Norton Avenue in Los Angeles, California, by a mother walking her daughter on a morning walk, and they thought at first it was a mannequin. And the body was cut in half and so pale and drained of blood that the woman with her daughter had, because I kind of like looked into this as well, who had found the body, mistook it for a mannequin at first. The body was cut with surgical precision, leaving no trauma to the internal organs and bones. Her face was cut from like mouth to ear, leaving an eerie, permanent smile. There was no blood on the ground, making it believe the body was moved there after she was murdered. 9 days after she was discovered, an envelope was sent to the medical examiner addressed by the individual, cut and pasted the letters from magazines and newspapers. It had read that to the Los Angeles Examiner and also Los Angeles papers, here is Dahlia's belongings, letter to follow. As promised, the envelope contained Elizabeth Short's social security card, birth certificate, photographs, names written on pieces of paper, and the address book with pages missing, and the name Mark Hansen embodied on the cover. Gasoline was used to clean the objects, removing fingerprints. And that on March 14th, a suicide note scrawled in pencil on a bit of paper was found, tucked in his shoe in a pile of men's clothing. This was at least like 3 months or so after Elizabeth Short was like discovered, like almost 3 months to the day. And that on March 14th, suicide note scrawled in pencil on a bit of paper was found, tucked in a shoe in a pile of men's clothing by the ocean's edge on the foot of Breeze Avenue in Venice. The note had read, "To whom it may concern, I have waited for the police to capture me for the Black Dahlia killing, but have not. I am too much of a coward to turn myself in, so this is the best way out for me. I couldn't help myself of that or this. Sorry, Mary." The pile of clothing was first seen by a beach caretaker who reported the discovery to lifeguard Captain John Dillon. Dillon was immediately notified to the West Los Angeles Police Station. The clothes indicated a coat and trousers of a blue herringbone tweeded, a brown and white shirt, a white jockey shorts, tan socks, and a tall Muskin shoes about size 8. However, the clothes gave no clues about the identity of the owner, and although that many suspects were named, no authorities were able to identify the Black Dahlia's killer, and the mystery goes on to unsolved for 70 years. And I'm gonna be frank, BuzzFeed Unsolved Mysteries goes into more depth about this, but I just kind of want to give my 2 cents about it. I honestly feel like it had to be George Holden, this one guy who's, I think was a police officer. His dad, he believes his dad had killed the Black Dahlia, aka Elizabeth Short, simply because of how gorgeous she was during that time frame of during the 1947, and how gorgeous she was, and that how he had 7 or so children with 5 different women, and that how he wanted to keep, I guess, the relationship under wraps, and that there was he had found photos of Elizabeth Short, and there was mixed reviews on that, from saying somewhat of a certainty, along with not conclusive, along with handwriting and other stuff. But for me personally, I feel like it had to be someone in the medical field, or someone that was really close to her, just because of how she died, and how there was how precise the cut was, a surgical doctor, just because of how precise a lot of the cuts were, how she was cut from mouth to ear, kind of weird grinning smile, and how the body, how when she was cut from around the waist area, that there was like no damage to her. Like, I had to be cut in the abdomen area, like below like the subdermal area of the body, and how there was like no damage to her, like I'm guessing in that area, like her stomach, her intestines, her uterus, her bladder, her kidneys, and how like all the blood was like had to be taken in a form to where there was nothing there, and that like they had to move her without like destroying that evidence. And how like when the person sent the all of her personal belongings, like her social security and birth certificate and stuff, how like they rubbed in gasoline, because I guess apparently they thought it was good enough to get rid of like DNA evidence and like fingerprints and stuff. And I know that person was probably scared when they sent it, just because of how flammable gasoline is with certain products, and how like I would have, like, if I was in that situation, I would be freaked out. And how this person whose items were found at the beach, how their body was never, how like they wanted to turn themselves in. I'm guessing more likely it's a male, because of how he ended it with saying, "I'm so sorry, Mary," and that he had to kill her. But there was like, I don't know if they ever like went to stores where the clothes were like purchased, like, because normally like if you look at the tags of like your pants, your shirts, they, unless you go to like Target or Walmart, but if you go to like American Eagle, Hollister, H&M, like more high-end stores that normally someone would recognize you. This is my 2 cents. If you guys want me to do more true crime / unsolved, and let me just know in the comments below. Thank you so much, and make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up.